Quick disclaimer, Learn from Mac is an independent educational project. We are not affiliated with, endorsed by, or sponsored by Apple, or any vendor or product covered in this course. Hey, welcome back to Learn from Mac. I'm Dennis, and today is day 23 of the F5 LTM R4600 Bootcamp. Today we talk to this box programmatically, the iControl REST API, the foundation underneath every automation tool that touches F5. Let's get into it. First, the goal. By the end of this lesson, you'll authenticate to the REST API, get pool statistics, patch a pool member state, and post a brand new node, pool, and virtual server, a real foundation for scripting any LTM task. Here's what you need. TMOS 13.1 or later, an admin role account with REST access, curl on your workstation, and at least one existing pool from earlier labs to query against. 3 concepts before we send a single request. Concept 1, iControl REST itself. Every object in the BIG-IP config, virtual servers, pools, nodes, profiles, has a unique URI /mgmt/tm. Standard HTTP verbs apply. Get to read, post to create, put or patch to update, delete to remove. Concept 2, token-based authentication. Instead of sending credentials on every request, you post once to /mgmt/shared/authn/login to get a token, then pass it as the XF5 auth token header on everything after. Tokens expire after 1200 seconds by default, extendable up to 36,000 per session. Concept 3, partition encoded URIs and patch versus Pete. An object like /common/webpool gets referenced as ~common~webpool in the URI. Patch updates specific fields without touching the rest of the object. The right default for almost everything. Put replaces the entire object, which is riskier if you don't specify every field. All right, 3 labs. First, we authenticate, get a token, and pull pool and pool member statistics. Then we patch a pool member through the full lifecycle, graceful drain, forced offline, re-enable, all through REST, no TMSH. Then we post 3 brand new objects from scratch, a node, a pool, and an HTTPS virtual server, and verify each one landed correctly. Let's get into it. Lab 1, authenticate first and grab a token. No more sending credentials on every call. List pools to confirm names before querying anything specific. Pull real statistics for that pool. And per member stats for the same pool. Lab 2, check the member's current state before touching it. Gracefully disable it. New connections stop, existing ones finish naturally. Force it fully offline, instant drops active sessions, only for a real emergency. And re-enable it once maintenance is done. Lab 3, post a brand new node first. A pool referencing an HTTP monitor round robin, and a full HTTPS virtual server on top of it. Verify all 3 objects and save. And that's real programmatic control over this box. Authentication, reads, updates, and object creation, all through plain HTTP. There are self-check questions on the lesson page worth sitting with. Patch versus Pete especially, since picking put by accident and omitting a field can silently wipe configuration you didn't mean to touch. Take a minute with those. Quick recap before we go. Token-based auth beats sending credentials on every call. Get a token once, reuse it, and handle its expiration in your code. Partition encoded URIs use a tilde, not a slash. Get that wrong, and every request, 404s. Patch for partial updates. Put only when you're deliberately replacing an entire object. The distinction matters more than it looks. And this REST API is exactly what Ansible, Terraform's F5 provider, and every other automation tool are calling under the hood. Understanding it directly makes every one of those tools less of a black box. All right, that's day 23 in the books. Authentication, stats, member lifecycle management, and object creation, all done through REST, no TMSH required. If this was useful, hit subscribe so you won't miss a single lesson. Next up is day 24, Ansible for F5 BIG-IP. See you there.